Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Chuck. And as you can see, I'm coming to you from the van. I came over to, I'm at one of the local city parks, and I came over here going to try to shoot outside, but it's a little bit cool and a little bit breezy, and I was afraid the wind would make some noise on the microphone and we wouldn't be able to hear it. So I'm back sitting inside the van. Got a little bit different backdrop than I usually do, but I wanted to catch you up on our trip to the Phoenix area. We left around noon and got down there in good time, not a problem. We went over to a restaurant called the Lodge Sasquatch Kitchen, which I'd heard about before. It's kind of a Bigfoot themed restaurant. And we decided we were going to eat over there. Well, it turned out the presenter for the program that evening, Dr. Matthew Johnson, otherwise known as Dr. J, they actually met us over there, and so we had quite a group of us there for lunch, and got to meet him before the presentation started and talk with him a little bit. And it turned out there was another group of people there that were going to go to the same presentation, and they didn't know we were there, and we didn't know they were there, but they knew Dr. J as well, so that turned out to be pretty good. Meal, a huge hamburger. I posted a picture of it over on my community page if you want to go over there and look at it. Their signature burger, and it's a huge thing, and I couldn't eat it as much as I tried. But anyway, we went over to the hotel where the presentation was going to be held at. Now, I have to tell you, this thing was kind of set up as spur of the moment. Originally, he didn't intend on doing that. He was down here in town, and a mutual friend that knows him and knows us kind of talked him into putting the program on while he was down here, because he's from Centralia, Washington, and they just came down for a few days to get out of the cold and enjoy the Phoenix sunshine. You can't blame him for that. So anyway, we went to the program. It wasn't, as I said, it was set up kind of spur of the moment, and the word was put out on social media about it, but there wasn't near as much of a turnout as I anticipated there might have been. There was only maybe, I don't know, 20 people there, and we were 8 of them. So we kind of outnumbered everybody else as far as the attendees are concerned. But the program itself was pretty much standard for what he does. And any of you that have followed his YouTube channel is called Team Squatchin' USA. And if any of you have followed his channel, the program was pretty much the same. There wasn't a lot of new material. I picked up a few nuggets, but it was pretty much the same program. So the nice thing was just getting a chance to actually meet the guy. I talked to him on the phone before, but I'd never met him face to face. Program went from about 6 to about 9. And then after that, those of us from our group, we actually adjourned over to the lobby of the hotel. And he came over there with us and spent a couple more hours with us. And we sat and we swapped stories, and he answered questions for us, and back and forth until about 11 o'clock at night, and we finally broke up, and he needed to go back to his hotel where his wife was waiting for him, and most everybody went home. My partner and I, we didn't want to drive up the mountain in the dark, so we stayed at the hotel. And the hotel was nice. It was pretty pricey. I'm not a big hotel guy, but it was all right. But anyway, then we left and came back the next morning. Got home and got back in town around 10. So actually, I was only gone for less than 24 hours. But the program was good. The dinner was good. I don't know if I'll go eat there again. It's kind of pricey for what it was. I tell you, the big thing to me was going down to the big city, because the restaurant and the hotel were both in areas of big buildings, and in a part of town I hadn't really been to before, wasn't real familiar with. And holy smoke, boy, you talk about a country boy going to the city. It was it's kind of like going to Disneyland for the first time. There was a lot of stuff going on down there, and it was near the airport, so you could hear the planes taking off every 40 seconds, but it wasn't really bad. We survived, and everything was fine, and we got back home. So that's my report from that trip. I'm going to do another video here in just a second, but I'm going to spin you around so I can find a button to shut this thing off, and I'll be back with you here in just a couple minutes.